was about to rain. It must have affected some of us to call in that please give us a minute, but we're used to that. They will join us. So I want to appreciate everyone. Thankfully, at least I know almost everybody here. Almost by name. How are you, sir? How are you, sir? Good to see you. So we can start our in-house before visitors, the rest of the village arrive. How is everybody? Madam Anita, Madam Okos, what's happening in your side of town? Mr. Laolua. Sorry, I don't know your name, ma. Sorry? Madam Emily. Emily. That's a royal name. Do you know that there was a Princess Emily in the British lineage? Welcome, ma. Thank you very much. Sir, please, what's the name? I can't hear you. Mr. Sunday. Welcome, ma. Thank you very much. And sir, please. Mr. Nuru. Yes, Mr. Nuru. Your smile, I can remember. So my name is Barrister Olumide. That man that disturbs you every Saturday morning, shouting on the radio. A lady called and said that her neighbor increases the volume of the radio so that everybody in the yard. And she had to go and meet him that the way he shouts alone, you don't need to increase the volume of the radio, that I shout a lot. I don't know whether she was complimenting me or whether it was an abuse. I didn't know whether, but that I should thank God for what we are doing. So today, let us briefly just look at 2025. How has 2025 been? This is the last purple curtain. On your way to the island, you see that they have already adorned the roads with Christmas lights, Christmas decorations, meaning that we have once again come to the end of the year, although Nigeria does not look like it. We are still waiting for Trump. We are still battling with terrorism that we have forgotten that Christmas, I don't even know how this year's Christmas is going to be like. But let's just kick back a little and look at the year 2025. Personally, were you able to meet the target of what you wanted to? You know that your New Year resolution that you said by 2025, this year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Can I ask you, Madam Anita, did you fulfill all those things you thought you would do for 2025? Please, the second microphone, yes.
Thank you, sir. I think partially.
Like how many things did you do? Were they 3, 4, 5?
Let me say, round it up, 45 to 50%.
45 to 50%?
Yes, sir.
Anything notable?
And it has been a challenging year for me.
Very.
Especially in my work. Being given a new assignment.
With new salary?
No. No.
They added more to what you were doing.
More challenging, but I think it's better for me. It's for me to like build up and know more about the job. So and more training, growth, training, motivational training, growth. Yes, on the job.
So
I think
soon you will be a consultant for them now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Madam Ogosun, how was 2025?
Well done, sir. I think I will say 80%.
Frankly.
Yes, because by God's grace, I've been able to, I didn't set much goal that I couldn't be able to handle. And by God's grace, I've been following it up. Most of just the goals were on the children. And
okay.
They are doing fine. And
that's the problem with parents. Everything we do is either for the children, for the husband, for the wife.
So I thank God.
At least 80%.
I will put it at 80. Yes.
All right. Thank you. Princess Emily.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I thank God for the year, and I can say, let me say 50-50.
50%
Yes.
of what you thought that 2025, I should be able to do this.
The most important one is I think I have a good health, and the children are doing well, so I give God all the glory.
Thank you. Please let's put our hands together. Good morning, sir. How are you, sir? What's the name, sir?
Bayo.
Mr. Bayo. So we're considering 2025. This is the last purple curtain for the year. And we're wondering, how was your 2025? Frankly, and were you able to do those things? As a man, you know, women had the success rate of almost 50%, 80%, another 80%. But let's hear from a man.
Well, it has not been easy, to be frank, but I will still give all thanks to the God Almighty. Let me just say 45.
45%.
45 to 65%.
45 to 65.
Yeah.
No, that's almost 20. That's a jump.
No. Let me just say 45%.
45%.
Because it has not been.
It has not been easy. You are married?
No, not yet.
You're not yet. It's not been easy, but you have responsibilities.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank you very much. Please, let's put our hands together. Mr. Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
How far?
First time meeting you, sir.
Oh, are you serious? Thank you very much for coming.
I watched you on YouTube, but this morning when you said it's the last.
It's the last.
So I said I have to just this year.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm happy to be here, sir.
Awesome.
Well, for me, well, I will say, though I'm not married like he said, so, but at least 40 to 47%.
40 to 47%.
But I cannot say it's up to 50%.
Thank you for being sincere.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Please, let's put our hands together. Please, what's your name, sir? Miss Pastor 𝗕𝗺𝗪. Very nice to meet you, sir. So we are considering 2025, January till now. As a man, you know those things, 1st of January, that you looked at this year and you said, this year I should be able to do this, 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 this. And all those things that you envisaged to do this year, how has it been? Have you been able to meet up? The women, let me give you expo. So you see the women, the least amongst them was 50%. They were 80%. It was 70%. But for men, all the men are 45%, not up to 50%. So what is your own take?
First of all, I want to thank God for meeting you today. I've been following you through radio program.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's why I'm here to buy the book.
Oh, wow, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. You even brought cash.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
So I salute your grace.
Thank you, sir.
Your courage and all you have been doing to impart life.
Thank you, sir.
I am blessed. I've been blessed through your program.
Oh,
that is why I'm here today to get the book.
Thank you,
and
sir.
make the book so that I can teach people from here.
Thank you, sir.
Well, from the question you asked, I want to thank God because this year I'm so challenging. But God has been there because I was attacked with sickness right from the beginning of the year. My blood sugar was 450.
Wow.
And I survived it.
Wow.
God has been there for me. I've been praying, taking my medication. Right now, I'm perfectly okay.
Thank God for that.
So, like what others have spoken, this year has been one of my best years.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Despite the challenge that came, I survived, and God has blessed me tremendously. So I will go with the men, let me say 50%.
50%?
Yes.
50%. That's
you,
with
sir.
the women. Thank you very much. Please, let's put our hands together. Sir, good to meet you.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's the name, sir?
My name is Seth Daniel.
Mr. Seth, we are supposed to meet now.
Yes, sir.
Good, I caught you this time.
Yes, sir.
So you heard the question,
Okay.
2025, sincerely, because I will still tell you my own. What do you think when you started this year? Okay, 2025, I should be able to do this, and that. Were you able to, in percentage or proportions, what do you think?
Yes, I think I will say 60%. 60% in the sense that since I started listening, this is my first time of coming here. I'm married, and one of the reasons why I key to the program is for me to be informed so that I can also help others, colleagues, friends, and what have you. And to the glory of God, I've been able to introduce one or two persons to the program. One of them will be coming. She's on her way coming already.
Very much.
So personally, how it has affected my own marriage, I will say 60%, sir. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you very much, sir.
I really appreciate it.
And your goals, were you able to meet any target this year? Those things that those milestones that you said, this year I should be able to accomplish this. Those are your plans. How was it?
That I can say 50%.
50%.
Yes.
Let's put our hands together. This is my own brother, Mr. Laulu. How was 2025? You heard the question.
We knew it was going to be a tough year, but we didn't know it would be this tough. But in all, we are still standing. I had lost a lot of things, penned down at the beginning of the year, but we are thankful for life. I don't know. I think when I count my blessings, I try to count my wife like 8 times.
Your wife?
Yes, I count her 8 times. And the remaining 2 will be for every other thing. Sincerely speaking, we discussed yesterday. I needed some amount of money. I was going to download all these loan apps. In fact, I already downloaded 1 or 2 hours. And she looked at me like, why did you have to do that? Money do. Okay, I should be able to raise you. Like, she gave me 1 million without asking. So I
looking for a second husband. Polyandry. Maybe we should.
So I look at men that tell their wives not to work or pray for their wives not to grow. If you say your friend should not be a king, then you are not going to be a friend to the king.
Hey, I heard a new one. No, please let's put our hands together for. In fact, I'm going to call her. See, at times, we don't know that, you are doing your own self. Yeah. They say when you point, like you have 4 fingers pointing back at you. Prosperity of your spouse is also your prosperity. Why? Because you bear the same name. So it is your name.
In summary, I achieved this year, and my achievement is my wife. And by extension, my family.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together. I don't know how you came in. No. How are you, my brother?
Fine, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is 𝗕𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗧.
Mm-hmm. So how was 2025?
2025 has been...
those let me give you tips.
Okay.
Those things that you looked at and you said, this year I should be able to do this, and this. How far were you able to achieve?
Yeah, 2025 has been a blessing. I've been able to achieve, let's say, 85% of most of the things I mapped out for the year, and even more.
That means you're a big man. 85% of what you mapped out, you were able to achieve.
Yes, sir.
Please, let's put our hands together. Let me come to Mr. Noor. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Good afternoon, all.
It's been a while.
Yes, sir.
So you heard the question, 2025.
Well, 2025, I can say I've achieved 50%. I was able to move to a bigger place. Then I was able to bring my family together in Lagos. And well, I'm still expecting from now to December.
It's not yet over.
It's not yet over.
Thank you. Please, let's put our hands together. And my brother from another mother. Okay.
I thought you would mention the name.
No, I'm not going to mention your name. There are some people, he comes here almost every time. So you are now going to introduce yourself because you are our house, what do they call it? House of Reps.
Anyway, for the record, Olot is my name. If I cast back my mind, as I was seated, I know sometimes, somehow it could be my turn to talk. If I want to talk about my achievement precisely, it's about the health of my wife and that of my twin sister. Apparently, about 6 months to our 60th, I had challenges with 3 people that matter so much, among others, to me. That is my elder brother that I stayed with when I came to Lagos in 1976 for more than 20 years. He had serious issue with his eye. In fact, one had actually gone bad. So when he told me about it, it gave me so much concern because the birthday is approaching. My twin sister had her own. In fact, at a point, she can't lift her hand and one leg. Practically.
Is that a stroke?
It's not stroke. So it gave me so much worry, but I always encourage her. One word I always tell her each time we are together in the process of our planning is that you will dance your dance. I don't joke with that statement. Because one thing is, she's a lady of the people. She's always out to celebrate people whenever they have things to celebrate. So I now told myself, I said, you can't be dancing, rejoicing with people, and now it is your own turn. Maybe somebody will wheel you in just for the fun of doing birthday. And coincidentally, it's also her retirement season. So the two events had to go together. And then my wife, she too, she's been having serious issue with dizziness. Sometimes you just go dizzy. She will just sit in a place to even move around. But in all, God took absolute control. In fact, if you see my twin sister on her retirement stroke pen down, our birthday, you can never know she had such a challenge before. God took absolute control. My wife is very, very okay now. And then my brother, the other eye is fully restored. Okay. So if not for any other thing, those ones alone, I'm grateful to God. It makes my 2025 a memorable one.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together. So before I go back to the stage, let me walk to the back. The women have a higher level of accomplishment. How are you, ma? What's the name?
Okay. Good morning. My name is Ruth.
Madam Ruth. So, 2025. Those things you know that January that you said, okay, 2025, this year I will do this, I will do that, I will do this.
Yes, sir.
Your level of accomplishment, were you able to accomplish? How was 2025?
2025, in a word, for me, was different.
Oyato.
Exactly. Was different. It was never how I'd never imagined it was going to go that way. And even in all that 2025 was to me, bad year, I think it's still my best year yet.
2025 was your best year yet, yes. Business-wise or
family-wise, career-wise, it's still my best year. It's my worst year, but it is my best year.
Now I'm confused.
It is my best.
Your worst year, are you married?
Yes, I am.
So it was your worst and best year?
Yes. That is, At the beginning, a lot of things happened which took me totally away from what I had planned to do this year. And we serve a God, a living God, a God of restoration.
Yes, and we live in Nigeria.
And regardless of Nigeria aside, Nigeria has nothing on me. So it is my best year yet. It is my best year yet. So far, my best.
Please, let's put our hands together. Madam Georgina. So how was 2025?
It was okay.
Those things you wanted to do. I know I'm taking you by surprise, but okay.
Well, I did not expect it to go the way it is going, but it has been nice. It's not my best year.
Not your best year.
Next year will be better than this.
By God's grace.
Yeah.
Your goals, were you able to achieve?
Yes, so
how
like
many?
70%.
70%. Let's put our hands together, please. Let's put our hands together. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last purple curtain for the year 2025. And I wanted it to be, let me greet my pastors. Good morning, man. Good morning, man. Good morning, man. Thank you. Good to see you, man. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. So 2025 is just different. For me, 2025 I was very hopeful. I'm still very hopeful. And every year, since 2022, I would say, I will write a book this year. I will write a book this year. I will write it. So it's 2025, finally, the book came together. I think that was one of the highest accomplishments because it had become an insult. Because my daughter would say, so are we expecting that book this year again, Abi? Is it going to be as usual? 2025 was the year I broke down. People have been asking, how do you deal with all what you see? And you know, at times I've seen it for about almost 25 years. Seen all kinds of abuse, the toll it takes, people committing suicide right there on my watch, people dying, you know, the person you were supposed to meet tomorrow, you wait, you call, and somebody else picks the phone and say, haven't you heard? And I'm like, please, who is this? They say, I'm my son, no, she's no longer here. I'm his son, no, he's no longer with us. So all those years, I thought I could deal with it, but this year, I saw that I broke down eventually. So that was one of the first surprises because I now started getting aggressive. You know, after a while, when you deal with abuse, there is a danger that you might become abusive too because you are exposed to abuse a lot. And I saw that I started getting aggressive. I saw that I now didn't have time. Before you even finish your story, especially those that came for counseling, at times I just snap. And I decide not to help again. And now started using the word foolish a lot. That how can you be this foolish? Until one day I just totally broke down. You know, there are times a doctor needs a doctor. And someone just reached out to me that my boss owns this therapeutic institution that we don't do this, it's not this, it is totally electrical, it's totally with machines. I think you should come. When I saw the figures, like almost 6 million, I said, well, who do you think, where would I? He said, no, don't worry, we'll treat you free of charge. So I know that my wife needed, because my wife had a lot of pains and all that. He said, don't worry, bring your wife as well. We'll treat. They started with my wife, then they said I should come. See, the first time they laid me in that machine and they connected all those things to my body. Ha! You know, you think you are well until you see your life in... You know, there have just been those days that somebody would just slump. By the time they started, you know, this was... I was screaming all over my body. It was then I knew stress hides in your muscles. Do you know that? I didn't know that. So that's how one day you might get up and then you just start feeling, you know, you can't really move your back. You can't really. And I thank God that I think maybe when I had reached the height of my activity, there was somebody there, there was an institution there to catch, and I got therapy free of charge, physical therapy for all those stress, all those stressors. And then I was able to, my temperature just started going down. Then I started adding weight. The economy was terrible. More people started begging. It became more expensive to help. You know, we help people. We do things. Everything we do is free of charge. And then the people that were joining us to help people now started needing help themselves. It was a tough year. But also, there's always a silver lining, you know. There has to be something to encourage you not to give up. And I had that as well. I had some blessings on my birthday. This gentleman there, Laolu there, has been one of the things God blessed me with this year. People who stood by you and who gave themselves for you. So all in all, 2025, as it comes to an end, may it end completely. I just want to leave this year and let's just enter 2026, please. But thank God you see yourself for who you are, that you are not Superman. That when you think you can take it, there is a level that you get to. Knowledge is very important. So, I will take it very easy today and tell you about what I was talking about on the radio. For those of you that heard me, for those that did not hear, it is very serious. Hobosexuality. Hobo, not homo. H-O-B-O. This is when somebody gets into a relationship with you because of accommodation. And it's a word that originally was an American slang in the 1970s. It was men who target women because of their level of comfort. Number one, accommodation. These men come to visit you, and when they visit you, they refuse to leave. They simply refuse to leave. And then, while that is going on, they now come under a guise of relationship. They start, trying to be emotionally there. Some are friends that you know that will just come and say, they will come and visit you. Then after visiting you, they now start with a story of where they are staying. Sanwo-Olu just demolished the building and they are trying to pay rent in another, can I just stay? They will tell you, they will give you, and when you say no, they simply will refuse to leave. Women don't go to the police to report because you know them and they blackmail you emotionally. So you go to work, they are still there. You come back, they might have tidied up the house a little and, you come back, they are there. And 1 week becomes 1 month. On the radio, someone called and said 2 weeks became 2 years. In Nigeria, we don't really, we have a culture of covering up our experiences and situations that you don't, the more it gets out there, the more you are able to give it a name. So when malaria affects us, who gave the name malaria to, malaria to it was the whites. Yorubas called it Iba. When you don't talk, when you don't tell your symptoms, there will be no consensus on giving that problem a name. So this thing had been, but there had been no name to call it. Some people had never heard it before. Even I had not heard it before until the research coined from this woman here pointed me to the name of that phenomenon where men go to visit women and refuse to leave. And eventually the woman gets pregnant. Why? Because a relationship develops from a man refusing to leave your house. Originally, it was meant for men because a lot of men do it. But more recently, women also have started doing it, where they come to visit a man and then they do not leave. Some would leave and then come back the following day. And men at times are very, you see, what they want to eat, because there is a possibility of sexuality, that is you sleeping with her and you just think, okay. But that is what they want. Because the moment you sleep with them, now they are not going. A week after, they tell you they are pregnant. And the women threaten. There was one that, it was about 2 years ago, I was called to the state CID. And the woman had an American accent. She just came, she had tattoos on the body. They met this guy in a party with her friends. And seeing the guy was comfortable. About 2 days after, they had exchanged contacts. The girl says, I'm in your area, or, I came to do something. It's like getting late. It was around 9, and I don't know if is there room? Can I just stay in your house because I can't go back? And the guy said, no problem. She stayed. And the following day, she left. She came back that evening. And after that's how she started staying until, she would leave the guest room and come and stay in the man's room. They would gist. And after a while, she would just sleep close to him. And eventually, they had sex, and that was it. She moved her things inside. And the guy, after some time, said, you have to leave, and, this is getting... And the girl said, leave where? After you slept with me, she just changed it. And then, abroad, this is called rape. She has an American accent. That you can't rape me. And when she started dangling the words rape, the man kept quiet. Because in Lagos, once they hear rape, nobody will. So the guy now started going out, bringing girls in so that maybe having sex in front of her would annoy her to leave. She did not leave. She got angry and then came to the state CID to report the man that he had raped her, simply to get back at him for daring to bring another woman into their house. So he was arrested, had a good job, so he did not fit the profile of a rapist. So they called me, OC Gender called me and said, come on, this man is, and this woman, that they don't know how to. So I asked the girl, she said that he raped her about 3 weeks ago. And I said, wow, did he prevent you from leaving? You go out, you come. She said, yes, that he was threatening her, that if she reports, he would harm her. And I said, you now went out, and then you came back to where you were raped, and you slept there, and you have been going and coming. She said, yeah, she's busy. But you kept going back to where You were raped to sleep. How did you meet? She now was, every story now started trying to, because, I had shaken it up a bit, and I told the OC, I said, no, this girl seems to be lying. The man had sworn, he was a native, he had removed his cap. He was like, why do I need to rape this, that he has so. Then he started calling his friends because they were going to lock him up. Rape is life imprisonment. So he started calling his friends that. So one of his friends came and asked the girl, how much do you want? She said, it's not about money, it's about principle. It's her principle. He can't do that to me. And that's how one of his people now said, God, what really, he saw that this was, then that one said, but we have camera in your house now. We tested that camera that we did by installing. So he had already forgotten that there were cameras in his house because they did a test sample. That's how, online, they just connected. They now started playing everything. The thing had over a month recorded, and they now saw that it was this girl that would go into the room. Then they now heard, as he was threatening him, that you rape me and all that. Oh God, the whole place scattered. Because she was, she traveled down. She had just come from the US, and her accent, she had tattoos on the body. And everybody was like, they had to call for her family. They also said they won't release this girl. So her own family now came. The girl said, I don't, maybe, there's I took something, maybe it's confusing me. But that man would have gone to prison for life, or at least 10 years, because we can't prove the rape except her word. Homosexuality. When a man moves into the house of a woman and refuses to leave, or a woman moves into the house of a man and refuses to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, they use a relationship with you as payment for rent. They don't work. They don't provide. You are the one that will work. You will provide. In fact, for some women, the men will use their cars to go and drop them at work, drive around town, then come back to pick them from work in the evening. And the woman feels, okay, like he's coming to drop me and it grows to an extent that pregnancy usually happens. And then some marry. But the issue is that the man was with you just because of accommodation and finances. It always leads to abuse. We have a lot of them now. We say, so how long did you date him before you married him? They would tell me, it's like, we started living together. I said, how? He said he came to visit me and did not go. So I now remember this morning that it had even happened to me a long time ago, like 12, 13 years ago, where somebody came to my house. She was even working and eventually refused to go. I didn't know that she brought a pregnancy. After she said, I was responsible for her pregnancy. My mother's house is nearby. She had already gone to introduce herself to my mother. I did not know. And my mother that was looking for a wife for her son, because, I married very late. Everybody just accepted her, and until I traced her parents' house in Ajah, I was in Yaba. Her uncle, because she had used my phone to call her uncle. When I called the uncle, I was almost crying that this girl, I told him everything. He said, but she got pregnant for somebody in over here, and she ran away, that her mother has even developed BP because she's a pastor's daughter. So that shame of pastor's daughter. I said, she's here in Yaba. The man said, don't worry, don't tell her that, they just arranged. I gave them the address. And I put the phone on speaker. My mom, my mother's daughters, all of them that had sided with her, when the man spoke on the phone, they were all, nobody could talk. Since that day, in fact, I was so bitter that was the last day I spoke with anybody related to me from my father and my mother. That was 12 years ago. Never spoke to anybody since because it almost destroyed me. Nobody listened to me, and that is what happens. They would sow, hey, you have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen, and tell your daughters, tell your sons, those girls that will come, if they refuse to leave, turn it to Igboro street, as in go and call the police, because they came with a plan. There's nothing worse than someone that has planned for you. You know, you don't know. They have planned and they've come to execute the plan. Beware of homosexuals. It's a serious issue. So this is 1242. The essence of the purple curtain is for people to ask their questions. Those who are going through some form of situation in their relationships, in their marriages, those that need help, those that need counsel, those that need advice. Please feel free. There's something that happens here that I must tell you. So when it is now getting to 3 p.m., that we're about to close, because they have been shy, they will now start raising up their hands when it is almost time. And I tell you, by 3 o'clock, it is over. I'm not answering it. So you now see like everybody now raising their hands up. Please, let us prevent that. Let us talk now. If there's anybody, please raise your hands. Thank you, sir. Somebody beat you to it. Mr. Sunday, right?
Yes, sir.
Please let us go. Thank you.
Yeah, so I want to ask a question. Though I know maybe from the past, from the way I listen to you from the past, I have an idea of maybe your reason, but I just want to ask, with advent of technology, AI, a lot of information online, are you still of the opinion that, okay, someone can go into a long-distance relationship, maybe someone living in the north or middle belt, you know, and then maybe I'm in Lagos here, probably as a result of advent of technology and all that, video calls and a lot of things can take place online. Are you in support of long-distance relationship for a single?
Thank you very much. Please let's put our hands together for him. We encourage people to ask questions. I am in zero support of long-distance relationships. Whether the technology brings you there, we shall know it is not you that it is there. It is an image. This is the reason. So, about 3 continents have carried out that study. The Germans, the Americans, and the British. The Germans gave it a 4-year lifespan after marriage, because almost 89% of marriages that were long distance does not survive up to 4 years. It is very simple. Because you do not know the person. It is relationship powered by network. What you are seeing is not the character of the person, is not the person. It is what the person tells you. So I'm able to hide my character. I'm able to camouflage my lies online. Why do you think 419 happens only online? Majorly. Yahoo is online. It is easier to scam people online than real life. It's advanced free fraud. You don't know the person. I have an aburo. We used to play basketball. He met his wife in real life 7 days to the wedding for the first time. They had been dating online, the US here. So I had told him, I said, you don't even know how she smells. Does she have an odor? You don't know. He said, his family members, a lot of his friends are there, they've met her, so everybody says it is okay. But listen, they might like leppa. Me, I don't like leppa. You might like fair. They might like dark. So one man's meat is another man's poison. Somebody cannot go and choose a wife for you or go and choose a husband. Our fathers have shown that it does not work because they had a very high rate of failed marriages. A lot of us, almost 80% of us, came from abusive homes. And they kept telling us that our fathers, those times, they would go to the village and just go and bring a woman, and they learned to love, and they married, and the marriage lived happily ever after. But that is not true. Our very concise research, you know what we did? We went to old people's homes all over Lagos and met with people who married in the 1970s, 80s. So those will be great grandmothers. Do you know that almost all of them had abusive marriages? A lot of them, 3 out of every 5, it was over 5, had to give up education and career just to marry. 4 or 5 had already been beaten before the 2nd anniversary of their marriages. Almost all of them remained in the marriage because of the children. And that is how they gave birth to children who became also abusive. Why? Because when you grow up in an abusive home as a child, it increases your propensity to become an abusive adult because that is what you grew up to know. Can you imagine the first time a man slaps his wife in front of the children? The children would just start crying. Every abuse video that you saw children there, they were crying. But then that child grows up and slaps, they see it as a normal thing. When you get to schools now, you will find boys beating girls in GSS 1. In GSS 1, we were toasting girls. Now, boys are beating, girls are cursing. Why? A reflection of the homes. So, when you are dating somebody that you cannot see, you cannot hang out, you cannot even investigate. It is whatever they tell you. You can't investigate because, I work at so and so in the UK. Are you going to go to the UK to go and find out where they work? No. You can't investigate any information. You can't see his friends. I tell people never date in isolation. Those people that say, it's me and my boyfriend. No. You have to see the kind of people he hangs out with. On video call, are you going to see his friends that he hangs out with, how they go out, how they come? You can't see anything. And then you now marry someone you do not know. There is a higher probability of a failed marriage. People that marry people they even know are struggling, not to talk of you that married someone you did not really know. Some they will meet twice a year, come down, spend 2 weeks, and go. You date for 2 years and you met 4 weeks in 2 years and you think you know the person? Online, they put the best foot forward. They chat, they laugh. You don't know their character because everybody, they will watch you as you sleep. There was one video that they gisted, one of them fell asleep, the other guy too fell asleep, and they were still, and people were saying, they watched each other sleep. No, I don't. If I can't see you, I don't trust it. What will make whites fly down to Nigeria to meet a business partner before they sign? Why couldn't they just sign online? They will travel to meet you physically, to look at you, to talk to you, to gauge you before they sign. Why? Then you will now change your life and bear the name of a person you do not know. And then you find out that he's been married twice before, after marriage, that he has 3 children there. You start getting information that you never knew after marriage. No, I don't support long-distance relationships at all. Do you know you can even be in the same country and in a long-distance relationship, in fact, the same state and in a long-distance relationship? You can even be in the same local government and in a long-distance relationship. You know? How? Because you don't get to see the person. Both of you are too busy. But you live in the same Surulere. So no, I say no to long distance. It doesn't even. The Germans, you know, the most precise people are the Germans. Their study also tells you, nah, long distance relationship. Very high probability for failure. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good day, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, to start with, I had the resolution that I will not miss the 𝗕𝗺𝗃𝗃 for whatever reason. But unfortunately, I missed the last 2 editions, and it was so painful.
Oh,
the one of September, I had to be at 𝗕𝗺𝗃 for my big aunt's 80th. I came back on the Sunday that followed that Saturday. Then the last one, like I said earlier this morning, happened to be the day before my 60th birthday. So then I was
You didn't invite somebody.
I invited some people.
You didn't invite somebody now.
Sorry about that.
All right, sir.
So, thank God I'm here today. In fact, when I heard on the radio this morning that this is going to be the last edition for the year, yes. I said, thank God, at least I'll be here.
There.
And I'm glad I'm here.
Thank you, sir.
And then, particularly, I was very impressed about the show for this morning on the radio. And for the first time, maybe I'm not the only one that noticed, most of the callers were females this time around. Maybe because they were the females are the victims.
Yes.
In most of the instances. That's about that. Thank God we have opportunity for diverse questions whenever we come to this forum. The question that I want to ask, or your opinion in a way, or the general opinion. Few weeks back, I was in a place where I always eat whenever I'm around my office. So there was this heated argument. If my daughter wants to wed, I will not collect bride price because I'm not selling my daughter. So there was argument for, argument against. I stood up where I was eating. I said, if my daughter is wedding, I will collect bride price. So I said the reason is, 1, bride price is only symbolical. You can't pay for all that I've expended on my daughter, even since her conception. More so with the rate of exchange these days. So I said, I will collect it. I said the second reason is because if I did not reject every other thing that were brought, why will now say I'm not selling my daughter? I will collect it. And then to prove a point, there and then I put a call through to my daughter. I said, said, Daddy, how are you? I said, I'm okay. I said, we are in a heated argument where I am now for so and so thing. I said, I want you to know ahead. Before I get to, maybe I might have forgotten. I said, by the time you be married, I will collect bride price on you. I said, Daddy, it's okay now. I said, okay, thank God. There and then, one lady was saying, if the man that will marry me comes, he said, I'll tell him, my parents must collect bride price. I don't want to follow people that are doing it just because everybody is doing it. That's about that. So I want to know what your opinion is, or a general opinion. Is it right to say, because I'm not selling my daughter, I don't need the bride price? Let them take it back.
Okay.
Secondly, sir, sorry, I'm not yet through.
Okay.
Sorry. Except you want me to come back, maybe
no,
you
just say, I hope I don't forget.
Then there is somebody that is very close to me. This lady has had to pass through serious marital abuse with the husband. So much so that the guy would not take care of herself and the 3 kids financially and otherwise, aside from beating. At the slightest provocation at a point, she would say, oh yeah, get out of my house. So eventually, the lady left. But very recently, The lady lost her mother, who was down with a stroke for like, I think about 6 to 8 months, thereabout. This guy did not visit for 1 day. So eventually, when the mother passed on, she told me, she called the guy that Mama has died and we are preparing for a burial. What will you use to support? The guy said, go and marry those people that you are flirting around with now, because that is one of our excuses. You are a flirt. Everybody is having an affair with you on the street, this and that. What he did not confirm, just hearsay. So I now told her, I said, if I were you, I wouldn't have involved him in the first instance, because somebody that doesn't care about your general well-being for more than a year now, that you guys have been apart, you are now involving him on your mother's burial. So the long and short of it is, at that point, he was forced to get involved, because he needed to invite his old friend then to take care of them. So now the guy is now trying a kind of playing back for the lady to come back to him, probably because of what he has expended on the burial and all of that. So that is the situation that is on ground now.
So what is the question?
So my concern is, because I was telling him, there is a saying in Yoruba,
so the man is your own contact, or the woman?
The lady.
The lady.
Yes.
So what does she want?
I was now telling her that because of all that he's doing and now he's all over you, he said, in fact, he said the guy is always monitoring him, monitoring her, will be checking her phone, want to know who are you talking to.
How?
Because it's all...
Aren't they separated?
They were separated, but the guy is always after him now, looking for her.
Her house.
He will come to wherever she is.
And then take her phone and start checking.
And start want to know who are you calling, pick your call, this and that.
Let me go to the first one about the bride price. Now, the bride price is just symbolic. Yorubas, our bride price, I don't think is up to 20 naira. I don't know if the highest will be maybe 100 naira, but in my own side, it's always 16 naira, something kobo. So if you are to sell a daughter, would 16 naira be the cost price? It is always and has always been symbolic. That I don't want to sell my daughter, you should have asked for the cost of sale. You know, that would already tell you that how much is a human being, how much you want to sell a human being. So it has always been symbolic. Those that say that it's to honor, the bride price is to honor the family that raised the child, especially the father. It is something of honor. So Yorubas at times, they will give it back to you. And the proverb is that, take care of the child. Take care of my daughter. You know, like giving it back to you to use to take care of my daughter. Look at how we gave her to you, you know. Some collect it, but I will collect my own daughter's bride price. I will collect it. It will be something ridiculous. I'm sure they might not even have the currency again to pay, you know, something 50 kobo. Do they say have 50 kobo? Or something, you know, something ridiculous that they can't really count money, except they go and look for one naira, you know. It is honor, but they know. You can't touch my daughter. You can't touch my son. Even if I'm dead, I will return. It's not possible. God understands. I may not return like Jesus did. You know, Jesus returned in form as a human being. Mine will be, it will be like smoke. You just see smoke blowing into the house. No, you can't touch. You can't touch. You can't touch. The worst that you can do is to report. My daughter even knows better than to abuse her husband, than to touch the husband, my son knows. In fact, my son will prostrate that, don't tell my father because I will kill him. You know, it's not even possible because they know who their father is. So I will collect bride price. That one is not a problem. Then for the woman, already the woman has accepted to go back. Because if the man can come and be checking your phone, be disturbing you, you say you are separated, but the man knows where you are. So I think the woman is not, she will go back. Don't be surprised. And there are some things you learn to just leave them alone. When her eyes see clearly, she will know what to do. Before I used to, please don't, I will beg, can't you see this? Now, I will encourage you to go back. And you come back, you see it yourself that, and Barrister told me, there's nothing as sweet as that. When they tell me, and Barrister said it, that's the only thing I need to hear. Let those who have an ear, let them hear. Ladies and gentlemen, please, next question. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
First, I want to thank you for your mindset and the program on air. If you're doing wonderfully, God bless you.
Thank you for listening, sir.
I stand to be corrected, sir. There is a portion of the Bible that said, "Dead undefiled." Am I communicating?
Yes.
So, when we are talking about virginity and character, 100% I was with you. Because I am one of your ardent listeners. I used to hear your program on air. But when my mindset went to that part of the scripture that said, "Dead undefiled," I have not met you in person. This is my first time. I thank God meeting you, and I'm so glad. So, sir, I would like to know what is your take on that. Dead undefiled. Is it not talking about virginity in that aspect? Thank you, sir.
So, sir, it is in Hebrew 13:4.
Yes, sir.
Let me read it to you. Which version? Let me read the New Living. Okay, everybody follows the King James Version. At times we even speak and pray in King James Version. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Let me now go to New Living Translation. Give honor to marriage and remain faithful to one another in marriage. God will surely judge people who are immoral and commit adultery. So it tells you that marriage is honorable and the bed of marriage is undefiled between husband and wife. Meaning whatever husband and wife do sexually cannot be judged. It was not referring to before marriage. It was referring to after marriage. Look at the sentence. The sentence is not in past tense. It is in present continuous tense. That means from here we are going forward. So when it's talking about marriage, then going back to talk about it, there is nothing about virginity. It doesn't say here that you have to be a virgin to marry. Absolutely not. There is nothing. Remember the Samaritan woman who had 5 husbands and was with it. What did Jesus say? Jesus talked about virginity before marriage. Jesus was talking about there will come a time when neither in here or on that mountain people will worship. Jesus was talking about worship, not about virginity. Now, the problem is that some people have started using doctrine to cause problems for people, saying that virginity is a determinant of success in marriage. That you will know those who were virgins before marriage. So when you say you are going through domestic violence and abuse, they just talk and say, maybe you were not a virgin before marriage. And they are talking about sexual purity, and I laugh. That how can you put purity and sexual before who? Before God, meaning that virginity means you are not a sinner. For all have sinned. Those that did not kill, stole. Those that did not steal, lied. Those that are not jealous, were, what do they call it? Greedy. All forms of sin, there is none innocent. So when you think do you know that there are some wicked people that are virgins? There are some murderers that are virgins. Does that make them okay? What I hate is sexual immorality. And that is what the Bible talks about, that flee from sexual immorality. But when you now start judging people saying, what about the women that were raped? It's not as if they were raped. Now, 1 in every 4 girls will be sexually abused before the age of 18. So those that were not capable of giving consent at 11, at 6, at 3, so the judgment of God will be upon them in marriage for what they did not even know about. That doctrine is very wrong and is very damaging, especially to women. There are some women that were with one man. That man is whom they've known since secondary school, and they lost their virginity. They were to be married, but the man jilted them. They were not sleeping around. But, ladies and gentlemen, virginity is not a test for the success of marriage. Should I tell you that virginity in marriage lasts only for a night? After that honeymoon, virginity is over. You can't still be talking about virginity. So what will now keep the marriage after virginity is gone? What will now keep the marriage? It is character. It is the character of the man, the character of the woman. So in your consideration for a spouse is not virginity. It is the character of the person. You marry a virgin that swears and curses you every time. We've buried 47 men this year, lost to their wives. Some were virgins before they married, but killed their husbands. It is not a test of whether your marriage will be long or short. Virginity is just for the night. Virginity is a state of biology, not a state. The virtue of a person is the character of a person, not your virginity. All of us have sinned. Forget about it. For by grace are we saved, not by works, lest any man should boast. I'm a virgin, I don't know about it. Remove the blood of Jesus. Will your virginity take you to heaven? Let's remove the blood of Jesus. Maybe your blood, your virgin blood, will redeem your soul. And God will say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord by virgin blood. No. So they were using that to guilt trip. And when a woman was crying in my office that was mentioning the name of her ex, and she was saying she didn't want to, but he persuaded her. Now she lost her virginity to her ex. She's now married to this one. He's the cause of the problem in your marriage. I said, how? What did he do? He said, because he slept with me. That's what my pastor said. How? We know people who were prostitutes that are fantastic wives. We know runs. When I was in school, I went to the University of Ibadan. They used to use coastal buses to come to Queen's Hall and Idea Hall to take girls for these political parties and this social at the golf club, and all of us knew. And some of those girls are married to fantastic men today. Girls that we knew way back that, will go out with older men. But those people that said, I kept myself. God, I kept myself, as if keeping yourself compels God. I was told that time, because it took me a long time before I ever met a woman. They said the reason God was answering my prayers was because I was a virgin. That they knew, I had, and they kept telling me it's because I'm a virgin that God answered my prayer. So me too, I will hold that, no, I won't touch any woman so that God will be answering my prayers. This on scripture is nowhere in the Bible now. There are people that are Enochs that don't even biologically, they cannot even sleep with a woman. Some of them were the worst people in history. It doesn't mean. So let nobody deceive you. That's why I brought that topic, the fallacy of virginity. The bed undefiled refers to the marriage bed, not before. Look at the sentence. Read it in any, look at this, New American Standard Bible. Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is to be held in honor amongst all, and the marriage bed is to be undefiled. The marriage bed is to be undefiled, for God will judge the sexually immoral and adulterous. It's not talking about what you were before marriage. It's talking about what you are from marriage going forth. Avoid adultery. Thank you, sir. Any? Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please, when somebody asks a question, let us just give them a round of applause so that it will encourage. The way Oyinbos do it, they will clap, they will shout. It will just ginger people to start asking questions, whether it makes sense or not. Let's go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful work you are doing, sir.
Thank you, sir.
May the Lord bless you.
Amen.
I just need a clarification on what to do about what is happening right now, in my own relationship.
Sorry, please, as you want to talk, if you don't want your face to appear in the camera, please let them know so they blur it out. Do you understand?
Okay.
You can see that it's being recorded. So if you don't mind,
let my face appear.
Don't let your face appear.
Yeah.
Please take note. All right.
Yeah. So I have this girl that we started a relationship, and I discovered some attitude. I tried to talk it, sit her down and talk about it. And each time I try to do that, she changes the topic. She lies, without thinking about. I will tell her, this thing you are doing is not right. He said, have I lied to you? But you are lying to others, right in my presence. She went as far as telling her mother of what I am not doing. She doesn't want people to know the work I do. I said, this is not right. And she dragged me to the church, and we started counseling. And
wait, you are dating?
Yes.
Okay.
So she took me to the church. I said, okay, maybe in the process of the counseling, she's going to change.
She dragged you to church?
Yeah.
And she's the one lying?
Saying, in fact, she even told me that I shouldn't let her pastor know what I am doing.
Sorry, are you doing something illegal?
No. I do laundry business.
Okay.
I'm into laundry.
And she says nobody should know what you're doing.
Probably she doesn't like it. And I sat her down. I said, what are you talking about? Even her pastor did laundry.
Try armed robbery. Maybe she would like... yes, now, when somebody is working diligently with himself and you don't...
Sir, the funniest part of it is, both of us, if we are walking on the street, she will see some certain face, and then she will tell me, no, I don't want to pass here. Let's pass through the other side. I will join her.
You too, you will join her.
Wait.
To run away from yourself. So that, okay, go ahead.
But at the end of it, I will call her. I said, what exactly are you doing? What is it that you are doing? And it persisted. She said she will change, she will that, And then one day we went for a photo shoot, getting preparing for the next level. And as we were moving on the streets, I was, taking her to her place. She saw a particular face again, a guy, and her heart skipped. And she said, no, we can't pass through this side. At that point, I was angry. I said, how long will this continue? He said, after all, you don't want to go before you can. I said, okay, I'm going to your place to report what you are doing. On a second thought, I said, no, why should I just go? This problem is between both of us. She cannot adjust or change. I think I have to put a stop to the relationship. And then on Sunday, I went to their church. They called us for counseling.
This last Sunday?
Not last Sunday. It's
You just said on Sunday. Okay, go ahead.
It's like 2 months ago.
Okay.
And then I told her mama pastor. And immediately she said her face changed. She said, I twisted. But mama pastor said, what happened that when you see a face, you will dodge? What is going on? What kind of impression are you passing? And she said she likes her things to be coded. She doesn't want to be open. I just walked away. And at that point, I made up my mind I was going to put a stop to the relationship. 3 days later, her mama pastor said to her, go and prove to this man that you know what you are doing. 3 days later, she came to the place where I'm living and began to abuse me and say all manner of things. You are wicked, you are this, you are that. I said, okay, now I am seeing the real you. No problem. Later on, I called her. I said, this relationship, we are not proceeding. Let's put a stop. She was like, why should I should just tell them to shift the date. I said, no, I am not at peace proceeding with the relationship anymore. So I sent a message to the mama pastor that I am no longer interested. My peace is off. I can no longer continue. And, and then she reported me to my own church. And they called her. She tabled her story. I said mine. At the end of the day, they were like, that's the way women behave. I should just manage it, manage the situation, take her to be my own, that she can change. I should talk to God. I should do this. I was like, do you people know exactly what you are saying? I am the one who is seeing this thing. I don't want to continue. They put it aside. I now said I should go to their church. Both of us go there, and then I will tell them that we are no longer interested since we have filled the form for counseling and all that. I said, I have sent a message.
You have 1 minute too, so...
Yeah. So the question I want to ask, there are 2 things. One of the elders in the church said she uttered a comment through a voice note to my pastor that she wants to destroy herself.
What do you mean by destroy? Is it committing suicide?
No, not her own self. She was actually talking about me. So a kind of threat. And I was like...
That if you don't marry her. Is it that if you don't marry her...
Yes.
She would... They say,
I was like, okay, can I have access to that voice note so that I will be able to, make official report concerning that? You don't want to...
Oh yeah. So what is the issue now?
The issue, how do I go about that word? Or should I just forget about it?
Are you people together?
We are not together now.
You have told her that you are not interested?
I have told her. And then my own pastor said I should go to their church. I said I have sent a message. I should go there and make it official. I should keep on communicating with her. I said I don't have any other thing to communicate with her.
I think you are... How long have you dated her?
Like 6-7 months.
6-7 months. Of her hiding when both of you are going out on the road. You see that she changes direction. She doesn't want this person to see her. She doesn't... And you went ahead to plan a wedding. You're a very gentle man, Abi.
I think that's...
What did you think will happen if a woman is not proud of the person she's with, or she's hiding maybe because somebody knows her and know something about her. Do you understand? And she doesn't want you to know about it. There are two ways. Either she's not proud of you, or people that really know her from the streets or from, people that have known her. She doesn't want them to know you so that they will tell you who or what she has done.
In fact, I thought about all the things you are saying.
And then you planned the wedding and went for marriage counseling.
We just started.
How did you start?
So I was like in my mind, because I was talking to her consistently. I was hammering on that.
Is it your job?
Thinking that as we move on, she will adjust, she will change.
Have you heard of step by step? That you only move to the second step if the first step is successful. If you are walking and this place just sinks, won't you go back?
You go back, yes.
So how do you keep continuing in motion towards marriage when number one has not been solved? You've taken 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. When you're in a relationship and something doesn't make sense, you stop there until it makes sense, or you leave. You don't continue into nonsense. You know what nonsense means? Nonsense. That is, it has no sense. It makes no sense. So I celebrate you, Sha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
That you forget the threats. Everybody threatens in Nigeria. Everybody. You don't know who I am. I will show you it's Nigeria. So if you get moved, they say Nigerians have the highest confidence rate on the planet. That the first thing you notice about Nigerians is the confidence. Why? Because we have cursed each other to the extent that we are afraid of nothing. If Shango, Shopono, Amadioha has not struck you dead now, just go to the boss. Everything is a curse. Everything. So when these ones are now talking, it doesn't move us. We that are cursing with the gods, that Ifa, Shango, and we are battling with the gods. Mere men cannot move us. So don't, unless it is something, if you know the person, that the person is capable of carrying out that threat. People talk. Then when you know that this person is that wicked, then you go and report threat to life. Do you understand? But women will curse, men will curse, they will swear, they will threaten. That one is not. Just end it. Don't go to any church. Don't go to any church to explain anything. Shebi, to join you two together, they have to see you. You have to attend. If you are not attending, who will they join? That's the problem with religious houses. They always find a way to push people into marriage. It's just ridiculous. The way they just wrap you, they gift wrap marriage, like marriage is a cure. Once you enter, don't worry, things will change. Ask the people that are married. Marriage will now amplify the character. You will now seek. If they say love was blind, marriage will open your eyes. You understand? So, better be safe. Thank you. Please, who is the next? Let's give a round of applause, please. Next, please. Hello. 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 So, somebody sent a message. Let me read. The barrister, I don't know what to do. If maybe a person is here, I don't know what to do. I just found out that 2 of my children do not belong to me. They are 13 and 10 years. I was told before There are so many abbreviations here. Like I was told before you got married that okay, let me just, I think what the person is saying is that I had an idea, people had told me before we got married that she has a lot of relationships. What do I do? 2 of my children are not mine out of 3. I'm afraid to test the last child. Okay. If you are here, okay, let me talk as if because for you to. So what is it about us that we don't listen when you are in a relationship with somebody and they tell you that this person will say the devil is a liar, we rebuke the devil, but you are afraid to test the 3rd child? I think you should. If the first, I think you said 13:10, so the last will be less than. It's better you know now. It's better you know now. Test all 3. But the thing is, does she know that you know? I can't ask if you are here. Does she know that you know that the two of the children, or you are still keeping it? Can you send me a text if you are here? Does she know that you know that 2 are not yours, or you are just keeping it to yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria has, to me, the highest rate of paternity fraud. It is between Nigeria and Jamaica. This year, Nigeria will have it. Next year, Jamaica will have it. Nigeria has no statistics. They have no tests. They have no... It is... a lot of these things we read are from the centers themselves that mentioned that over 70% of firstborns brought for paternal testing do not belong to the father or to the husband. Abroad, DNA is settled at birth. So you know which is yours, which is not yours. There are some things they do. But if you have been with a woman, simply I don't trust you anymore when I have 2 children from there. Rather than lose my mind calculating how much I spent on the child, the children, school fees, medical bills, except the house belongs to me, I will just pack out of the house and leave. But then you have children who have known me as their father all their lives. It is very damaging, especially to children that love their father. So this is a wicked. Let me see if you've responded. This is no. No, she doesn't know. Go and test the last child. Go and test the last child. One thing that they also could test is if it is the same father, the same man that is the father of all 3. So you will know whether it is random or it is one particular person, maybe an ex or maybe, it's something that, but it costs money. I think DNA tests are almost like 200,000 now. But please also let them connect whether it is the same father that fathered all these, whether they belong to one man. They will test that too to see if they are related in paternity. Well, nothing you can do except you want to continue. But for me, no. I can't continue. Because that is a misrepresentation, that is fraud. Giving me children, making me sign my name, giving them my son name, knowing that they do not actually belong to me, that there is a father outside. That is fraudulent. That is very... you need to be a man of extreme self-control, especially if all the children do not belong to you. It's very terrible. It looks somehow as when I tell men that please do DNA. Say, I love my wife, she cannot do that to me, I know. But just check. Just check. Just check. Especially when you know that your wife is promiscuous. A lot of men, like a man that came here, has caught his wife repeatedly. Mr. Lotu, were you here? A man caught his wife repeatedly. Then another man who came, the pastor that introduced them together, the wife would leave and move to the pastor's house. You were here. You remember? That the wife, when they have any problem, she will pack out and move into the pastor's house. And he went to challenge the pastor. The pastor said he cannot leave her. She cannot leave him. In fact, he went to call the family, and the family of the wife came to meet the wife, and the wife told her family that she cannot leave the pastor, and you are still married to her. That kind of... But I even told him that, when he's talking about my children, I say, how can you be talking about your children when your wife spends more time with the pastor than you? And the pastor is married, though. The wife would be in the matrimonial house with the wife of the pastor. It was right here. Right here. So, please... You want to say something? Sorry? I'm through. Please, mic for you. Go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit tense right now. I want to ask, can somebody go into a wrong relationship due to the family background? Probably you coming from a dysfunctional family, like myself.
Then what happens?
Okay. Firstly, I was here March this year. This will be my second time attending this program. My brother is in a marriage, an abusive marriage, but does not know the way to come out.
Who is the abuser?
His wife.
Okay.
They have 3 children together. She has been a single mom before my brother met her. So they got married. This year will make it 7 years of their marriage. So it happens they had accommodation issues early this year. So my mom asked them to come and stay with us. From there, though there have been signs, but my brother married her due to the fact that she was pregnant for him.
So what is your question?
So, though he cut off, because there's something that happened this year, the following months, after I attended this program, April, there was serious issue. Like the woman wanted to be violent with us, the siblings, the sisters, and then my mom called my mom a witch, and so he threatened to cause physical harm, which led us to the police station. But now my brother is still with her. We begged my brother to leave the marriage, but he refused. So not until he reached out to my elder brother in the East, he went through somebody. He said he's at the verge of losing his job.
And he still chooses to stay with her?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. We just buried someone last week, Saturday. 25, it was about 26, 27 years of abuse. Beat her to death. Her pastor told her to leave. Her own children told her to leave. Her family told her to leave, but she stayed. In fact, the man never worked a single day throughout the lifespan of the marriage. He never worked. It was her. She was Chief Executive Officer, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, and was just called to bar in September 23rd. So, when you have tried, there's nothing you can do. They say, let those who have ears, let them. If of all he has seen, he still chooses, there's nothing you can do. Just, you leave him.
Although he asked us a question indirectly, he said, what do we want him to do?
How is his character? Is he a very...
He's very calm.
Very simple man?
Yes.
You know what simple means?
Simplicity.
Let me read it. Simplicity. Let me read it for you.
Okay, sir.
A simple man is referred to as a simpleton. So let me... this one is too... This one is too... Okay, a simpleton, according to the Oxford Dictionary, means a gullible person or a foolish person. A person... Everything here is a bit abusive. Vocabulary.com says an idiot, a person without much common sense or intelligence. There is a reason why they are called a person without the usual ability to use reason to understand. They are not smart. They make wrong decisions. So when they refer to a person as simple, let me break it down. Solomon, King Solomon, you know him? In the Bible, classified men into three: the wise, the foolish, and the simple. The wise, not that they are born wise, but are always open to learning. The foolish, not that they are born foolish, but they believe they know all there is to know, so they don't learn new things. They believe you can't teach them anything. The third is the simple. The simple is neither wise or foolish, but they are ruled by public opinion. It is what people tell them to do that they do. They are not capable of using, and that is why they are referred to as simpletons, and they abuse them a lot. So, unfortunately, it seems your brother is very simple, needs public opinion to move. So, you asked me a question. You said if
from
a person comes
family,
from... Who is
traumatized.
Where is the dysfunctional family? Is that you?
Like, we've never been together, like, we don't cooperate, like, and come from a family where we are not free to express ourselves.
Why?
Out of fear.
Your dad and mom
yes.
are alive?
No, my dad is late. He passed on 2 years ago.
So, was there abuse between your dad and your mom?
Sometimes. I remember.
So why are you afraid?
My mom used to be, she's quite distant. Like, she's not the kind of person that draws you out.
Draws you close.
Close, yes. Draws out what's.
So why would that make you afraid? So what I think is that you don't have confidence.
Yes,
it's self-confidence.
Yes, sir. And I wanted the attention and the acceptance, so I hid under religion. I was a former witness, a Jehovah's Witness.
Why former? Why did you leave?
I started out before my preteen with Bible studies, but as time I enjoyed the company, and because that was the only avenue I could make friends and reach out.
And
yes.
have people. So now, do you have friends really?
From the circle or out?
No, anywhere.
I just have very few friends. I find it difficult to make friends.
Because of confidence. You are easily intimidated.
Yes, I would say something like that.
If anybody says anything, you can easily...
And it affected my low self-esteem.
Yeah, that's it.
So
is that the same for your brothers and sisters?
Some of us, it's just two out of us that's kind of bold.
How many are you?
We are 6, but now we are 5. My firstborn passed out last year, September, to ischemic heart condition, a lady.
Sorry about that.
Thank you,
how come your father was not abusive, your mother was distant? Was your father distant as well?
He's very occupied with his profession.
He
asked me to be a lawyer.
Jesus. I'm a lawyer. So there was neglect. The mother was not there. There was no emotional security for the children. You are listening, fathers and mothers, that don't give time, that you think that your profession or your name or your making money is more important than raising and training your children. This is what you cause. Your children will now start looking for that relationship outside. But unfortunately, they will get into the hands of radicals, like religion, like wrong company, like they will get into wrong relationships because they are just looking for. So anybody that just shows them small care.
Yes, I was love bombed by the witnesses.
Yeah. Love bombing actually started from the Christian religion. So what do you want me to do for you now?
And currently, though I'm in a relationship, this will be 4 years now, but I still have a lot of unanswered questions.
How is the relationship? Frankly, we are
yes.
telling ourselves the truth now.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you the truth. Though at first few months, it was caring, loving, though we know our genotype. Although, due to the background I'm coming from, I'm not the kind of person that would fancy children, raising children, giving birth. I've always
you saw how you were raised. Now
yes,
you don't know if you can.
So the genotypes, he said, although I was like, because my second relationship I had too was genotype, so it couldn't work out. AS, yes.
And this one too is AS?
Yes, but he assured me because of the kind of person he is, he said we would find a way around it.
Please, who is he? The kind of person he is. Who is he, please? Is a miracle worker?
No, at first, because I'm not used to, I don't know. He's not a witness to though, but he was.
He must be. He must have power over genotype. He must have power or authority over.
Actually, we wanted to work with the fact of with the how do I put it, medically.
Shelekba.
No, sir.
Iwaya abin kò sí wáyà abin kò. I'm listening, no. I'm listening now.
Actually, I wanted to go with the option of no kids, but he said,
hey, you see, I can't be a pastor because I would have dropped the mic now and just rushed into the crowd. Yes. Do you know how long have you been listening to my program?
Did
you hear the story of Gift?
Yes.
The girl we rescued. Have you been to the sickle cell ward in Luth? You can't walk in and walk out normal. They just need to take you there. When you hear AS and you know you are AS, you will prefer to be single. Do you know how much we spent on gift? She had every failure. Liver, kidney, chest. We now took her there and saw a 5-year-old that had a stroke and never knew it was possible. Because their blood, you know that sickle, so that one hooked by the brain. And that blood clot, the boy had a stroke. While they were rescuing, he had another stroke in surgery. 5 years old. You don't want to go to the sickle cell. You will never do it. Those people that have sickle cell, they are the warriors of humanity because it's not their fault. It was a foolish decision by the parents. How can a man, I would like to meet him, so that we take him to the sickle cell ward and he would do something that will cure sickle cell.
Okay.
Thank you. And you are still in the today, you end that relationship. In fact, send a text message. 4 years of what? But you already knew. So you now say you don't want. Why would you close your options?
No, before now, even before I met him, but we went to the place, the Sickle Cell Foundation, recently. So we asked of the options. They said maybe it's true for the baby not to avoid SS children. We could do abstraction like.
How much did it tell you it cost?
500,000 plus.
When did you go?
August this year.
This year it's 765,000. So you will spend it to check. It's not a cure. It's to check if what is in your womb is a sickle. Then if it is, you would have to abort it. Do you know?
Yeah.
So you would spend 765,000 every pregnancy to check whether what you are carrying. Do you know how it feels like when you keep flushing? So I will bring someone. All her 7 children are sickle cells. She's buried 3. All the children. The husband has left now. All the children. You have 7. Do you know how much it costs? There are drugs. There's a drug they use every single day of their lives. They must not miss it. I was the one buying for gift. It's not an option. Don't even try it. There are people who are looking, you're a pretty girl. The only thing is that you sabotaged yourself thinking this is the best you can get. But it's not even
on eggshells ever since my relationships journey.
Change. Where do you meet your relationship? Change the venue now. Change the venue. If it is the mainland, if it is Surulere, then switch to Yaba. Then from Yaba you switch to Shomolu. But there is nowhere because you're a pretty woman. All you need is confidence. All you need are people to motivate you. We will type that text together. We are breaking up today.
All right, sir.
Who? You see, people that want to show you that they know, they take you to the sickle cell center, they take you to explore which option. Which option? There is no option. The moment they find that it is that, it will have to be taken care of. How many can you lose before it starts affecting you? You're already affected. So how many more can you lose? Leave your brother. Your brother has made his bed. Contrary to common sense, contrary to the marriage by pregnancy was even the first mistake. Because you are pregnant for me doesn't mean I should marry you. You know I've dealt with that. Yes. Pregnancy makes you a father, not a husband. Don't worry. Me and you. What's your name, ma?
Sandra Nacho.
Sandra
Nacho.
Nacho. Where are you from?
Anambra State.
Anambra State. They have a lot of billionaires in that state, right? Don't worry. Please, let's put our hands together. What my eyes saw with gift, because we now took this girl and put her in our house. I would be at work. We put her in school, and they would call me from her school. She is rolling on the floor. She's screaming. There was a time that I parked my car on the road, carrying her, rushing into Luth. If not for those who a doctor had to stand because I left the engine running. She's not my child. You know, after some time, I sat down. People from my organization will have to come and sit in the hospital because you can't bring a child to the hospital. There must be a parent that will sit down. People will be this one will come today, will be marking. Then blood. You know how many people came to donate blood? It's not funny. When you go there, they should be part of the National Orientation Agency's job, because Nigeria has the highest rate of sickle. Do you know that? Every other country has dealt with it by orientation, telling you you must know your blood type. They will not wed 2 AS. They will not wed. But Nigeria, we have the highest, to an extent that we have a foundation for them. Something that we should have reduced. It is something that can be checked. It is not an infection. AS is not an infection. It is a blood type. What you just need is someone that is not AS. And we are plenty. We are not looking for blood. We are looking for a good woman. We are looking for a peaceable woman. We are looking for a successful marriage. Don't worry, you'll be fine. I'm a breakup. We are today. Let's put our hands together once again. You see, you're already brave. You don't know. You stood up. You don't know the number of people looking at you. You stood up to speak. It is well. Please, next. Okay, let's start from the back there.
Good afternoon,
Good
everybody.
afternoon, ma'am.
I just wanted to ask a question pertaining to the last message that was sent to you before she spoke.
Are you the one?
No.
Okay.
There's something they do in my area. That a man can marry a pregnant woman. As long as the child was born in your house, the child belongs to you.
That's Igbo custom.
So, and the children, they've lived with the man. They've known him all their lives. Can't the man just accept the children?
What if he's not Igbo? You see, it is illegal because the law is for a biological parent. Do you understand what I'm saying? The law considers a biological parent. So when you want to travel abroad, you want to migrate, they insist on DNA because they say, how many children do you have? You put 4. You must do DNA. So it is there. That was where problems started, when people started finding out that some children did not belong to the father and he didn't know. How can I put this? Because you're a woman. Do you know the man thinks he is the father? The biological father. So regardless of, tradition and custom were decided by men. And that custom was because they did not want a woman to leave. That custom was made to keep women and to make men accept women at all costs. Because no sensible man would have 3 children and know that he has no biological child and then die like that? Nobody would do that. Even in your custom, the man still has it at the back of his mind that the children are not his. Now, that is different from when a man and a woman, they find out that the man cannot have children. So he would tell the wife to go outside, have any relationship, he can choose anybody, but bring the pregnancy inside. I've seen that, we've signed agreements to that before, so that the man will not say later in life, because the man knows that he cannot father a child because of a medical condition. So he allows the wife, so that is with his permission. But then a man who is viable, has no problem, now having 4 children, 3 children, and seeing that none of the children are his, there is a problem. It can even kill somebody, you know. Especially maybe the child is now 30, about to marry. For 30 years, you had no idea. And there are some rude men who know. We just come to the wedding. You've not seen, was it Uncle Jimmy's show that a man told the wife to go outside and be with anybody, but she now went to be with his stepbrother. And he and the stepbrother, they hate each other. So he didn't know. He said she should go out, but she went in. Now that he found out that the child belongs to the stepbrother, he doesn't want again. You know their custom is any child born belongs to him. Now he doesn't want because he has realized the paternity. There is nothing, at times, tradition will just mask it. The real feeling is there. It's not legal. Anywhere you go, the biological father has legal rights. When you are non-biological, your right is not legal. He can claim anything. Sir, you have, please, the microphone. Please, let's put our hands together for him.
Barrister, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, all. Barrister, there is something that's, let me just call it a matter arising. There is a privilege that men has that women doesn't have. You know, a man can marry 5 wives. He can decide to put them in one house or put them in separate homes and rent apartments for them. But for women, it is impossible. There is
in Nigeria.
Eh?
In Nigeria.
I've never seen a woman that married 2 husbands.
There are plenty. There are plenty.
Officially?
Yes.
When they finish what
by the state self, they have.
Okay, now something happened for somebody that I know. His wife wanted to compete with the husband. Then along the line, the woman always go out. Unfortunately for her, she came in with a pregnancy. Now, after calculation, the man said he's not responsible for that pregnancy. He's not the one. The woman said no, he's the one. The man tried all possible way to treating the woman to mention. The woman refused to mention. So now, I believe as we are here now, the man is listening. The man tried all possible best to pursue this woman. She doesn't. The man, he tried. He even go to the family. The woman refused to leave. So now, to avoid that man being a killer of somebody, what else can he do? As I'm talking, he's listening.
He doesn't want the marriage again.
The man doesn't want the woman again. And the woman doesn't want to leave the man.
You can't force somebody to marry somebody. So if she doesn't leave, he can leave now. He can leave.
In his own personal house.
He can leave. He can leave now.
And leave all his property
5
to the
years
wife.
ago, there was a woman like that said over a dead body. So we just sold the house to a military man. And the man packed out. The next thing, soldiers came. She was like, who is that? Who is that? The lieutenant general said he just bought this house and gave the woman 4 hours
to leave.
The man got the money and bought a house 2 streets away. It's simple.
Okay. As you are talking, the man is listening. Maybe you will stick to that.
But he won't come and meet me to...
No, he will not. He will not.
It's not a problem. Somebody would leave.
Okay.
Somebody would leave. The only thing there is, if the title of the house is Mr. and Mrs., you can't sell it. But if the title of the house is in his name. So the only reason he doesn't want the marriage is because she's pregnant and he feels that...
And he doesn't want to accept that pregnancy.
Because he knows that she's been sleeping out.
Oh, yes.
Can't they do... The person is still pregnant. They have not delivered the baby.
He has not delivered.
Can't they wait? Let them do DNA. DNA will even give him more grounds. Do you understand?
The man said, there is nothing on earth. He calculated the time that is over a year. He has not been with the woman.
And the woman
how manage the pregnancy?
DNA will help him. You know, when you can prove adultery, you can charge the person for damages.
Okay.
You don't know. If you can prove the adultery of a spouse, then you can charge the person who she committed adultery with for damages. Okay. And they will pay the damages. It's law. And then with that, it grounds for annulment of marriage. Very simple. Very simple. Let him do DNA. Let him wait. Take the child, do DNA. Simple.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together. Please, who else has a question, please? This light is bright, so I have to squint to see inside. Can you just raise your hands? So you know that thing that I warned you guys about? Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Onyeka. I think this is the 3rd time
you've been here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onyeka.
And I've been listening to your program for more than 5 years.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
I could remember one edition. I was going back to school then. I was still in school when you were talking about a woman you went to rescue and she died in your hands. I was crying inside the bus and people were asking me, why am I crying? I said they will not understand, so I had to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Let me go straight to my question, because each time I listen to your segment, your radio program, something keeps recalling in my mind. And as a young man, sometimes your program gets me scared about marriage, because I'm still single and I'm trusting God. But each time I listen to your program, I get scared of getting married, to be frank. There was a particular edition, I think that was in August, and you kept emphasizing on character traits to get married to. And after going through those segments, I was like, I'm not sure I'll get married. Maybe I'll just become single and forget about marriage. Because when I look at what you handle in your program and relate it to empirical evidence in the society, it tallies. And from personal experience, I've also seen that in previous relationships that I've been into. So I just zeroed my mind that no relationship, no marriage for now. So how do you convince young people like us to still believe in the sanity of marriage and in the sanity of finding the right person? That's just my question, sir.
Please let's put our hands. That's an intelligent question. So, the fact that people are failing in law school will not mean that we will no longer have lawyers. That because when you check the failure rate in law school, no law again. The reason a lot of people get it wrong in marriage is that we keep doing the same thing and we expect a different result. Meanwhile, that is the definition of insanity, meaning that we are mostly insane people. You do this thing, you fell down. You get up, you run up, do the same thing, you fall down. You get up, you run, do the same thing. So if you see somebody doing like that, you will say the person is mad now. Why? We are repeating the same thing. The same thing our fathers did, the same thing our grandfathers did. And that is why I am here. Those that will not listen because of tradition, I will bring traditional proof. Those that will not listen because of religion, I will bring religious proof. Then those that maybe it is the society, social conditioning, I will now bring proof from society. So whichever way you want to go, I was ready. We remove common sense in our choices. I'm just asking you to add common sense to your choices. Nobody will have to tell you. When you remove the lens of tradition, when you remove the lens of religion, you will see clearly. Those are the only things that blur, that maybe you will not. But when you remove both of them, you will see clearly. Why? Because a lot of people hide under religion. They hide under religion. Some, they hide under tradition. In our place, this is what we are. For example, this thing about virginity. All of them are preparing to go to the village again to go and look for, and the virgins you will get are girls in secondary schools, SS1, SS2. So you'll find out that a lot of them marry secondary school children. And those are not mature enough, and it leads to a failed marriage. Why? It would be abusive. That is what our parents did. You know, most of our parents, started giving birth at 17, 18, 19. They were already married. Then people who lie on God, saying God told them to do this, God told them to do that. So I've brought the entire Bible before them to ask them, where did God tell anybody to marry anybody? Just quote it. It doesn't exist in the Bible, but it exists in Nigeria. But the Bible says, watch and pray. The first thing, watching requires sense. Then the Bible tells you wisdom is profitable to direct. Then it tells you again, wisdom is the principal thing. In all you're getting, get. Then it goes forward to tell you again, my people are destroyed for lack of what? So it tells you the only problem you have is not the devil, it is wisdom. You are dating someone, the person has already started shouting at you, calling you stupid. That is the best person to get married to. Somebody has already slapped you, then he came to prostrate and apologize. Then we say, abuse. You say, don't worry, he has apologized. He wouldn't do it again. Did you know he would do it before? So we tell you, he has already shown you. But they say, no, don't worry. What God cannot do does not exist. Do you know what God cannot do exists? Should I prove it to you? Can God die? Can God die? Can God marry? Where would the bride come from? Can God lie? So we shouldn't, they say, so you marry thinking what God cannot do does not exist. There are several things that God cannot die. He cannot lie. He will not marry because he's almighty. And you now think because of that statement, you marry someone who was beating you before you married. And then marriage is something that just transforms character. Someone who lies will suddenly start telling the truth. Why? Because he says, I do. He will just transform. He will not beat you again because he said, I do. So we're just telling you, open your eyes. I have a good marriage. It took me 42 years. I was 42 when I married. Okay, let me count from 1 to 20. I wasn't expected to marry. It took me a long time to find my wife. But my wife had already married before. I had 3 children. She had learned the hard way. She thought she could control character because her husband, before they married, was always in fights. But when she would come around and she said, 𝗕𝗵𝗍, she said they used to call themselves 𝗕𝗵𝗍, that's my own. Stop now, he would just stop. So she thought she could control him. They married. The first slap she got was 6 months into the marriage. I said, so what happened to 𝗕𝗵𝗍? You already saw he was an aggressive person. He was always fighting. You are on the back of a tiger. And then there is no food in the jungle. What do you think will happen to the person on top of the tiger will bring you down and tear you apart. So please, there are good marriages, but we are raising noise against the bad and the abuse. Just use your common sense, that's all. Know what you can take, know what you cannot take. Me, I can't take shouting. I keep telling you, I dated someone for 3 days. I toasted her, she agreed on Saturday. On Tuesday, I broke up with her. First date. When I saw, when you see something, and the next thing is this what I'm going to go through for the rest of my life? That is the preview of my movie. That was the first date. And she didn't even consider that, let me even show you my good self. Immediately, people were like, no, you have to give her a second chance. So I said, let me introduce her to you. So you will be my second chance. People go and date now because I know I can't take. You see, all these people, they are very strong. People that remain in abuse, you people are the heroes of humanity. You are strong. I would just die. I would just lay down and just die there. So I know that I can't carry. You people are strong. Mrs. Odu, that we just buried. One day, the man beat her with a punch, took 3 teeth, fell on the floor. The neighbor was the one that packed the 3 teeth, and she remained. Enyimeta. With one blow, she's strong. So don't be afraid, Please, just use your sense. There are fantastic women out there. There are also fantastic men. You just need your brain to be able to differentiate. It's just very simple. Don't be afraid. In fact, after marriage, I started meeting fantastic women. It's just that I can't introduce anybody to anybody. Because if anything happens, they say, is that person that Barrister Olumide introduced to me? I don't want to be. But I met fantastic people. Don't be afraid. Fear not. We are all human beings now. Let's give him a round of applause. Use your brain. Yes, next, please. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Sorry, please, let it double less. I'm asking too much of a question. I remember one edition that you heard on radio some months back. Then you said you were dating like 5 ladies, if I'm right.
I dated.
I think 5 or so. And in that condition, I was like, how were you able to
Did I say at the same time?
Not at the same time. I think something like that. Because I was following. And we were saying that, just like the one you said now, that you don't like shouting. When you saw that red flag, you immediately know that this one is not meant for me. Why the others? Because I was thinking about the condition in which you were. You talk about how you lost your house and where the predicament you went through. And And something came to my mind that, how were you able to do what? Overcome this? Now, my question is, knowing women, or let me say the ladies, not only women, it's vice versa. Men also do it. Well, say we are dating someone, or you are into a relationship. You know that I stand to be corrected. Let me use that word. 100%, you will not know his or her character until when he enters. I don't know if you will agree with me.
Until after marriage?
Until after marriage.
No, you will know.
Oh.
For example, you will know a liar. You will know a stingy man. They cannot hide. You will know pride is too proud to hide. A proud person, you will know from the first day you meet them. There are some things you might not know because you just don't know what to look out for. You understand? That is why I highlighted the 7 ones, so you will know what to look out for. We just don't know what to look out for. But there are some that can hide. And the best way to hide is to marry you quickly. That is why they love bomb you. So they don't want long relationship because you will find out. They don't want long relationship because you will meet their friends and their friends can give you. There was one marriage that the best man to be called this woman and said, this marriage will not last. And the woman said, is it that, how would you be doing that? She said, he is my friend and I'm telling you that you cannot marry. Because the man saw that this girl is a good girl. He said, you can't marry this guy. The woman went ahead. The marriage did not last. In fact, I think it was 18 months. At times, people warn you. But at times, let's say you did not even see it. The moment you marry, and you see that the person you dated is not the same person you married. I told you, my friend, on the 40th birthday of his wife, he found out that she was 46 years old. 2 years older than him. So when you find that out, she had done passport to be 40. Her driver's license carried 40. But this is the problem. Their third born was 40. How did he not know that the third born is... Do you understand? Yeah. So when he wanted to do the 40th birthday, he invited a friend. It was a surprise party. So he now thought, okay, he has booked the hotel, he has invited the friends. Let me invite the mother. So called the mother, she was in the east. Said, Mama, you have to come to Kini, but I will lodge you in a hotel because we want to do... The mother was like, she's tired. Which one is this? What is going on? He said, your daughter's birthday now. He said, what? He said, it's the 40th birthday now, so we have to do it. She now said, 40th. But who? I said, your daughter. Said the third born is 41. The firstborn is 40. How? He now said, It was that day he found out that the wife was 46. So now that you found out, what will you do? Is it something you can cope with? You dated someone who never touched you, but after marriage started beating you. What do? You found out his nature. Do you stay? Do you go? Can I cope with this for the rest of my... People think that marriage is just full stop. No, there is life after marriage. If someone deceived you into marriage by character, pretending, and once they marry like this, you now find out several things. There was a gentleman who got married to a woman, she had HIV. Whenever they wanted to, I said they should go and do tests and everything. He said that God told him this was the wife. I said, okay, you've done blood genotype. He said, this one is my wife. By God's grace, I am AA, she's AS. By God's grace, okay. Have you done, he said, every other thing. He started falling sick. It was in his sickness that he was HIV positive. And he said, it's not possible that I've never cheated on my wife. And it was then they tested the wife and found out that she now said she was HIV positive using antiretroviral and was sleeping with her husband without him knowing. She was treating herself. So this, God told me, and I kept telling them, you have to, God is telling you wisdom, fact check, and that was it. So the moment you marry and you see that there are things that don't add up, like someone that married somebody that thought was a doctor, found out that he never went to the university after 4 years of marriage. Me, I knew because what? I went to UI, I went to 𝗕𝗙. UI and 𝗕𝗙, we used to do 𝗓𝗓𝗓 together. So I know 𝗕𝗙's 𝗓𝗓𝗓 song. 𝗕𝗙 people know UI's 𝗓𝗓𝗓 song. So when I said, 𝗕𝗙, when I said, great 𝗕𝗙, he didn't even know that it is great. There's nobody you say great 𝗕𝗙, they will say great. Yes. This guy just said, yeah. So we all just say great 𝗕𝗙. He said, yeah. You people used to come to 𝗕𝗙. Eh? I said, I just said, Auntie Bola, this guy did not go to 𝗕𝗙. She said, somebody that, if you see all this, I say he's important, they married. You know, 𝗕𝗙 boys, they will scatter the marriage. Now everybody will be, it will be not one single. I was after. And she said, Olumide Omoshebi. If I were to tell my aunt that, you are telling me, somebody said I went to 𝗕𝗙. Just find out. Somebody can just tell you this and you just take it. Find out. When you are dating, you are an FBI agent, CIA, FBI, DSS. Be sure that what you have is accurate. And even if after marriage you find out that it was a lie, then it was obtaining by false pretense. That marriage is a fraud and very illegal. You can't deceive someone in marriage and then stand on God. Is God the God of deceit? Is the Bible the word of deceit? You can't use the Bible to now remain in marriage when it is a lie. A lot of people also that have sexual dysfunctions, erectile dysfunctions. You now use religion to say no sex before marriage. Because if there was sex, she will find out that you have a problem. After, the woman, after marriage, the man will say, the stress of the marriage, that he's just, so he waited. After 2 weeks, the woman was like 1 month, nothing. So the mother now came to visit. She went to visit her mother, and the mother said, so how is he? The mother said, he's fine, he's very, but, 𝗕𝗙 𝗙𝗂𝗃. The mother said, 𝗕𝗙 𝗙𝗃. He said that husband and wife, that we have not consummated the marriage. Said why? He said he's always tired, that he used one drug in the mother said, this night, Abi Barrister Olumide, he now called me. Today. I don't know why they call me for this kind of. I said, so, mommy, you want us to rape him? He said, tonight. So she pumped up. The mother parked Uber in front of the house and was on the phone. 𝗕𝗙 𝗙𝗂𝗃. Have you people done it? When the man came back from work, the wife just, after fed him everything, the wife came out in that kidney, sat down on the leg, and the man said that if he had known, he wouldn't have done the work he did today, that he's back. So the woman said, tonight, she tore the cloth. Everything. The man now started, you want to rape me? He now turned to fight. When the man saw that the woman did not agree, after a while, he just prostrated and said, actually, there's this problem. If you will just believe God with me, I will overcome this. He said, what problem? He said, I have some sort of dysfunction. He said, as in, it can't stand up or it can't last. What is, you can't give by what is it? Say, it's just for urinating. She just, she now started calling out Pastor Benga. All the pastors that told her to go ahead, she just started calling out their names and she just started cursing on the phone. Pastor Tunji. She started cursing out. She said today that as he is, they are going to the pastor's house. The mother that was, what happened? What happened? He said, Mommy, Kolide, Kinyoli, the mother just burst into the, what cannot, those action is aleko. What cannot, Omadideo, I spent 5 million naira on this wedding. It was, that's where the whole thing scattered that night. And he had the medical history for 11 years. He knew, but it is only a Christian woman that he could marry and get away with it. No other. It's only a Christian woman that they will use the Bible to perpetuate fraud, because you know that you cannot consummate the marriage. You now use Christian tenets. No, marriage bed undefiled. They'll be quoting that thing. The marriage did not even, immediately, when you go to court, the marriage has not been consummated. The marriage ceases. It is over. Now she's with somebody else. I didn't tell you that you should go and start sleeping with. I didn't say anything. What I'm just telling you is that wisdom is profitable to direct. Simple. Check everything. Even the brain. Check everything to see that the brain is on point. Because you need the brain to raise your children. A useless father will, useless children. Check everything, then you are sure. Okay, we have just 32 minutes left. Mike, okay. Please, I can't, the light is in my, okay, I think somebody there.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon,
My name is Solomon. I'm one of your regular callers on your radio program.
Thank you, sir. King Solomon.
I'm here just to say thank you to you, to make me be a better man myself. Because usually, like 4 years ago, I used to hit my wife a lot of time. So, but when I started listening to your program, my mentality just changed. Right now, I'm actually enjoying my marriage. Anytime I call her,
let me shake you. Because
anytime I call her now.
No,
that was past tense.
I know. I want to see you well. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Thank you very much. So it's possible to change.
How
are you, sir? Is your wife here? Okay. Are you going to come next year?
Definitely. I will come.
Please, let me.
Thank you very much.
What happened? What happened? Why were you angry?
The story is, when we were dating, I didn't really know her very well. So when I find out that we're age mates, that's where the spark just started.
That's the same age.
Yes. I'm like, well, you didn't tell me all this now. You didn't tell me all this.
You didn't know her age before?
Yes, I didn't know her age. She told me her age was something. So I didn't really.
So after marriage, you now found out that.
Yes, I saw her national ID card somewhere.
You say, I didn't lie. You see, I didn't lie.
So that thing has really affected my brain. So I don't really like. But later when I look at his life, she has 2 kids for me now. But your program just changed my brain. So.
Okay, it has happened. It has happened. So is she older or you are older?
No, we're at the same age.
The same age,
same date of birth, everything. October 27, 1983.
So why are you angry now? Both of
I don't really like it.
You entered Nigeria together. But she just didn't let you know. Thank you very. Please let's put our hands together for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. That age thing, nah, is not funny. That age thing is not funny. But how would you date someone older than you, and then you won't see that her friends or his friends are older than you? You will know, from the way some women talk, you will know they are not your mate. Because a woman, at least, even if it is with her body, if she doesn't say it, but her body will tell you, I'm not your mate. But at times they hide this thing well. And when you now find out, my friend is separated now because when he told her, I said, come, what is your age again? She said, what? Why are you asking me that question? He said, because your brother, Kini is, how can you be 40? She just said, and so? And she walked away. And he went into the room and said, I'm talking to you, you're walking away. He said, now that you know I'm not your mate, you'll be talking to me like that's how the whole thing started. And they never recovered from there. She just wanted to marry him, have a child. It is well. Please, who is next? Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is 𝗧𝗪𝗧𝗧. Someone introduced me to this program on your radio station. So
thank you very much.
I've been listening for some time now. But I was trying to see that you normally talk about people that are listening, they are not contributing to the welfare, something that to contribute about the
volunteers. Yes.
But I was somehow amazed that you mentioned that there was someone that normally drop 500 every month.
500 naira, yes.
Yes. So I didn't know that someone could drop that small amount. So I'm now to ask that, how much is the least amount someone can?
Sir, so let's put our hands together for me. So let me explain to you. I was telling on the show that we have volunteers from every local government in Lagos State. We have 20 local governments and 37 LCDAs. So we have volunteers from every local government. Why? So that if there is a case in Surulere, instead of people from Ojo coming to, we have people already on ground in Surulere. And we have noticed that to get anything done, you need money. First of all, the police don't even have a vehicle. So if we go and report at the police station that, so and so is going to happen, we now need to transport the policemen to where it happened. So every local government, every subgroup, that is every one in the, we charge ourselves 2,000 naira per month. So if there are 10 people in the group, 2,000 naira per month. And it will be held by them in the group. In case anything happens in that area, they already have money to do whatever is required. Let me tell you how bad it is. Do you know the statement form you fill in the police station? You know there are some police stations that don't have statement forms. You have to go and photocopy. And one photocopy is 100 naira. I think you know that now. So to even write some forms at times, and the police are too angry to tell you because they are working in conditions that they shouldn't be working in. No light, no paper, no biro. So we already go there knowing that we will provide something. That's why we tax ourselves. So every subgroup, every local government, every member, every month, we tax ourselves 2,000 naira, and it is held by them. Now, for the main house, that is the NGO itself, there are some people that look at me and say, Barrister Olumide, we want to support what you are doing, but I don't have money. The person who you are talking about is a bus conductor. He said, Barrister Olumide, I want to be supporting you, but I don't have money. Please, can I be giving you 500 naira per month? I said, no problem. So every month, the conductor sends 500,000, and I rejoice. 500 naira, sorry. And I rejoice. Because 500 naira here, 1,000 naira here, 200 naira here, you put it together, we're able to do things. There are some people that we have from rape, child sexual rape, that we have taken. Them and their families, we've paid rent in safe houses, gotten them and their mothers there. We're paying for the school fees because, you know, after arresting the father, for raping, or for some people, the family, it's always a family member. It's always either the brother or the uncle. It's always a family member, somebody that they are related to by marriage or by blood, that is the first contact when it comes to defiling a child. The child always knows the person. Very familiar. So they don't really resist because it is somebody that they know. They don't scream. So we do a lot. The children that are going to school, the people that are paying rent, some women that would give some money to start a business. So some people say, I want to support you in that. And so that's what you heard. Some people say, oh, monthly, I will be giving you so, and so. 500, 1,000, we will collect. Join it together and do something for humanity. So do you want to support, or it's not you have my number now. You just call in. There's no the list. This is not subscription now. This is a free will. When people are giving offering in church, does God say you can't give 20 naira? But in that same offering basket, you will see 10 naira. You will see 5 naira. We don't. Support is support. What you can afford is what we can't tell you to go and steal because you want to support us. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. No round of applause. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Ola. I've been following you for so long a time.
Oh, wow. Thank you, sir.
I wouldn't even say, I can't say, I would have said maybe when you started your program in...
I think that was 2020.
2017
no,
or 20?
2020.
Yes, I started with you. So, how did I miss your program every Saturday? I don't miss your program.
Thank you very much, sir.
As of this morning, I had an appointment in Magodo. When I need to put on my radio, I just put on my earpiece and left.
Wow.
So I heard you say you will be coming to. I always like to come to this program, but I've not been having the time. It's not that. So I now said, you said this is the last pop cutting, number one.
Yes.
Then because of a book, I said I must come and get the book here.
Thank you.
So that's why I say I must come. As soon as I left
much.
Magodo, I came late.
Thank you, sir.
So there are two things I wanted to ask. It will sound logical about these 7 character traits. When I listen to you on radio, people ask questions, but maybe I wanted to, I don't know, let me just put it straight. All these 7 character traits, hardly could you see one that if each and every one of us do not imbibe in any one of them. Hardly could you see someone that is not lying. Hardly could you see somebody that is so truthful. Hardly could you see somebody that, out of the 7, at least you can put, if you don't want to lie to yourself. So how do we correlate this? How do we encourage, or how do you
how do you separate? How do you
separate them and encourage?
Because everybody has
at least
you
one.
think so? Okay.
One, at least one, if not 2.
Okay. There are some that the presence of one means automatically the presence of the other.
The other.
Okay, let me explain. Okay, is that it?
So the second one, sir. I think, was it not Pedro? I think the program we have in the church in Pedro last year, was it not late last year? I was there. In the church like this, after Pedro, just petrol station, police station, that Pedro.
Okay.
Because I live in that area too.
Okay.
So I was at the program, and I wanted to join your volunteer. Miss Oboli, I met all of them, and there are friends that even met, that I knew. So I was like, I greeted you. I told you I want to. You now introduced to a woman. She picked my number, but ever since that, I didn't even hear anything from her. So I live in Palm Grove side, so I wouldn't know Shomolu. Maybe your people in the Shomolu area.
You have my number now.
Yeah, I have your
You would have just called
very
me.
busy. So I now said today, let me just come today and let's see.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, let's put our hands together. So it's very important to use the right words. That is why any language, it's very important to be able to arrange your words in a way that people would understand. So I said, if that is the predominant trait, all of us are allowed a degree of lies. You are calling me now. I'm still here. You say, where are you? I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Do you understand? It's a lie because I've not even started the journey. We all do that. You will see me now. You will say, how do I want to see you now? You will see me now. You see, so what? But I have not even gotten to Third Mainland Bridge. Those are certain degrees of lies that you are allowed. But I am 40 years old when you are 46. It's different from you will see me now. I am a lawyer when I did not even go to secondary school. That is a different degree of lies. So when they say someone is a liar, that means his lies are above the normal given to every man. You know, there are some things that normal. They say we are human because they give human beings this. But when yours is more than that, you know, there are some people that you will call a liar, but we all lie. But they will call that one, this one, you're a liar. Why? Because they are lies. We have now, can you imagine that behavioral scientists have identified liar or those that lie intentionally as a mental condition? We have two kinds of liars. We have the pathological liar and the manipulative liar. The pathological liar lies for no reason. They are not in trouble that they need to lie to get out of. They just lie. The manipulative liar lies to get what they want. So they are not within your degree of given lies. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is what you call jealousy. Now, all around the world, the jealousy is known as the passion of man. It is from, jealousy is from the Latin word gelus, which is possessive and suspicious. So when you marry a jealous person, the person, first of all, is possessive. As you are now, if you greet another woman, there's trouble. But not all women, like, you know, some women know that you have female friends. Then suspicious, some people, as long as you leave this house, hello, where are you? Put it on video. Put it on video. Turn the camera around. Where is this? Why are you dressed like that? You closed at 5 o'clock. You are getting home at 7 p.m. Where did you go? That is what? That is beyond ordinary. Do you understand? Hot temper. As angry as I am, I won't look at you, my wife, like this, and come and just slap her. You won't say all of us are like that. When you say everybody has it, it's not everybody that will go and slap their wife or slap their husband or tear his clothes. So when you know someone who is hot-tempered, all of us get angry. But there are some people you will say, that guy is hot-tempered, which means it is above the level given to anger. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for you to be called by a name, that means you are the definition of the word. Do you understand? So that is what I am telling you. When that is their predominant character trait. A jealous person is malicious. What? They don't forgive easily. Do you understand? So that is where problems start. When you go and marry someone that you apologize, it is not enough. You have to call the friend, help me beg him. You know, someone that you must beg before they forgive. You already know that is a problem. You cannot settle disputes with someone who doesn't forgive. As you are settling, another one has started. So those are the issues. Once you marry all these people I'm telling you, that you know this is their character, you're in trouble. Do you understand me now? Your second question, please. Sorry.
I mean, the Shomodu chapter of your...
Yes, please, just call me.
All right.
I will give you the... Okay, we have 14 minutes left. That's when some people, when it's 5 minutes, you now see people's hands. I won't answer. Yes,
Yes, sir. According to the lines
Yes.
you mentioned now, you said there are some states that it is very small. So maybe they are not a...
You see, everybody lies at a point in time.
So I want to mention that if you notice that from the beginning of a relationship,
That the person lies.
Yes, but it's still that very small.
For you to notice, it is no longer small though. For you to notice that this person lies, it is no longer small.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
For you to notice that it's like this person lies, it is no longer small. So I have been on the radio for 5 years. It was April or so that made it 5 years. So can you tell me that in anything I have spoken, I have told a lie?
No.
There was one time that I said something on air. I now got a message that, Barrister Olumide, there's been a new discovery. I now went to read up on it. The following Saturday, I immediately cancelled what I said. I said, it is true, but there is a new study that suggests so and so. Because I study, I cannot give you outdated information. I will not lie to you. I would even quote the Bible. But there are times that I will bring an imam. Aha. So I try as much as possible. I'm not perfect, but you can't say Barrister Olumide lies. But if you are dating someone and you say, this person is lying, that means 𝗕𝗺𝗏 is now from club dance, they start now. Is that it?
Yes.
See, I got a message last week. 5 people married because the wife told them they were virgins. After marriage, they found out that they were not virgins. That thing is still affecting that man. He's 71. He said he has not forgiven the wife for what? Lying that she was a virgin. Those are lies. I don't even know why you would lie with virginity, because the man will find out. Except you're going to have a surgical, maybe they sew something, and then after, I don't know. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
On the aspect of the character traits, one of them, stinginess, would you classify, let's say for an instance, if a man does not, you're in a relationship with someone and he doesn't spend on you, when is your birthday, he does that maybe out of under compulsion.
The question is, does he have?
Yeah.
You know, you
okay.
cannot, if he doesn't have, you can't take from someone who doesn't. But
Of
does
course.
he have at least something to
give? It's trying. But the thing is, if somebody keeps giving you an excuse that he doesn't have, meanwhile, I don't know.
He has an income.
Yes, he's working as a
So
teacher.
why is a teacher?
He was a part-time lecturer, though he needed to further his degree program. So he paused.
So he doesn't get you anything at all for your birthday, or?
We only went out on our first year of dating. And second, you have to remind her till you ask. And it's not every time. Even if you ask, sometimes it gives it. But I feel sometimes it has to be natural, like without asking.
Sometimes?
No, always.
I think you already know your answer now.
So I don't misjudge anyone.
It's not it's called sense now.
Yeah.
Don't let English say, don't judge me. No, you have sense to be able to. You understand? The key to a woman's heart, an unexpected gift at an unexpected time.
On his birthday, I've given him gifts about 2-3 times, but he slenderly does. Even normally to ask you,
reciprocate.
Like to ask you what do you need, the expectations. Now, as if I've not
Is it
kind
this
of
guy
person
that
that
we want to
demands.
break up with today? Is it this guy that we want to break up with? Is it
I'm looking at that was the honor.
Is it the man that we want to break up with? I want to share. They have. We have 8 minutes.
It's so
we are breaking when we just finish. Please don't allow us step out of the. We are breaking up before I leave here. Thank you. He's stingy on top of AS again. How can you be AS and stingy again? What further destruction? What is left? Okay.
So I don't know. I was just because I was thinking of breaking up last year, but because trying to.
Don't worry, we are doing it immediately after this one. We will do it. We will go and buy Coke downstairs. We will celebrate this breaking up today. Please, we will eat. Please, let's put our hands together. Let us celebrate the end of potential disaster. Yes.
Okay. I have a question concerning finance.
Yes.
I'll share a personal experience from my.
We have 7 more minutes.
Yeah, I'll be quick. I had a friend, or she's still my friend. We schooled in the same school. I asked her a question: that can she marry a man who earns 200K as a salary? Can she marry a salary earner? And she said no. That if the man is in the east, that she can go ahead with that. But if the man is in the west, she cannot. I was like, okay, that means if somebody like me comes for your hand in marriage, you reject me. She said yes. I was like, okay. So the question I want to ask, what kind of financial balance should a man be in and be looking towards marriage?
Okay, so you know that I don't have a salary. Let's put our hands together. First of all, you know I don't have salary. You even have salary. I don't have a salary, so my own self. You know, my mom used to tell the pastors in MFM to pray for me that 𝗕𝗺𝗨𝗡𝗦, that is, my son does a job that has no profit. So she will not give me money. At times I would be like, Mommy, did you bless, did you give me, or are you mocking me? Because the little I have, this is what I don't even know, this was not how I planned my life. I swear to God, I did not plan. I wanted to be rich. I wanted to be very comfortable. That was my mission in life. I didn't want to be noisy. I didn't want people to, I wanted to be able to enter a place and go out and nobody would notice. I wanted to be a ninja. But unfortunately, it's as if life had something else in store. Now, for a man, please have an accommodation. You can't take a woman from her father's house and you have no house to bring her in, or you now be collecting money from her to accommodate her. First thing a man must have is accommodation. Second thing a man must have is feeding. Even if you have a dog, you must feed the dog. You won't ask the dog to provide a means for you to feed it. Do you understand? Accommodation, feeding. So you know she has a place to stay and she has food to eat. Then you cannot marry a woman that is also dependent. The girl that you were asking, what does she do for a living? Huh?
She's working but earns less than the amount I asked.
She earns less. Okay. accommodation, feeding. Then, as you grow, your prospects too must grow. That's one thing when you have to also grow financially. That means you must apply to be better, master something, be good at something, learn something, develop a skill, talent, and all that. So you can only grow. This is only the least you can be. Do you understand? But accommodation, feeding, constant. Once that is there, I can tell any woman, this is the least. You can go ahead. And you have to develop some confidence because you use style to introduce that. Can you marry somebody? You are referring to yourself, but you didn't want to come out. Why did you use your own salary as the baseline for? There are some people like me that don't have salary. So it is me that we are talking about. So don't just go straight. You like her. I like you. I like to get to know you. Don't say I love you. Say I would like to get to know you. You don't start a relationship with love. You start with getting to know. Some people just come, you are the one I want to marry. If you tell a woman that and then you don't marry her, she can sue you. And she would win. Failure or breach of marital promise is a crime. Just, I like you, I like to get to know you, so can I have your number? Can you come? You tell her, you like the way she walks, she dresses, that, wow, you must be. The woman will be flattered. You have to learn flattery. Talk to her. I don't know all these things. I don't know how to talk to women. I don't know how to. Religion, no, that is what, they will say you are beautifully and wonderfully made. I don't know how to, and they're affected. Because you need to be able to talk to a woman now. You speak the language. That's why some men will just come 5 minutes. You just see the woman laughing. They know how. But we Christians, you come. Bless you. Already, you have switched from social to spiritual. God told me you are my wife. You see the woman behaving like I'm doing, she'll start scratching the back of her neck like, learn the art of, way you compliment. I would like to get to know you. Bring out your phone. Can I have your number? Probably sometime during the week. Can I take you to lunch? Lunch for me was Buka joint. We'll go. But I don't, not sweet. Amaland, Just work up your confidence. We have 1 more minute, please. This is the last Purple Curtain for 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Because of time, sir, let me go straight to my question. Yes, sir. The question is concerning age in relationship. Is it a crime, sir, for a woman to marry the person that is older than her? That's the question.
No, I think the question is younger than her.
For a woman to
that
marry
she's
a man that
older
is younger,
than.
no, younger than her.
And that's what I'm saying. No, it's not a crime. As long as they both know their ages. The man knows she's older, and the woman knows she's older than the gentleman. If they agree, fine. I have on my street, the guy is married to a woman that is 9 years older than her, than him. 9 years. And they are okay. I don't know now, but then they're okay. They knew what the man knew. At times, the man would even hide the age from his own family so that nobody would. But it's their business. He is the one that wants to marry her. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is 3 o'clock. I want to sincerely thank everyone for coming, for listening to my program. This man shouting in the morning. From 7, I will shout for 2 hours. I think today I was very calm. on the radio. I didn't raise my voice and all that. And I want to thank you for, some people have been listening since the very beginning. It's not easy to hold an audience for 5 years and you are still relevant in what you are saying. I want to also thank everyone for your support. Some of you here support us. Some of you here belong to our volunteer network. I want to specially thank this ministry, the Rose of Sharon Glorious Ministry International, the University of Marriage, for partnering with us. They made this happen. This very premises, the air conditioning we feel. Can you imagine the first time we had purple curtain, it was fun. We opened all the windows. The place could not contain all of us as we are now. And everything absolutely free of charge. I want to thank Apostle 𝗕𝗺𝗁 𝗓𝗂𝗧 and our pastors over here. You have to come and say something, ma, because this is the last and for 2025. Please, let's put our hands together.
Hallelujah. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of our mommy, our Apostle 𝗕𝗺𝗁 𝗓𝗂𝗧, who is unavailable, prayer absent, I just want to appreciate everyone for coming. We are known as Rose of Sharon Glorious Ministry International. It is a place where we share the love of Christ. And we have a program known as the University of Marriage program. We are in collaboration with the Purple Curtains. And we worship here every Tuesday by 12 noon. So we would like to also invite you. We are an interdenominational ministry. We are not a church. So it's just for everyone, all Christians all over. You can join us, even the Muslims. We even invite them. They should come and join us. We worship every Tuesday by 12 p.m. And this month of November, we are also having a crusade at the 𝗕ßlin Balogun Stadium. So we are giving you an open invitation. It holds on the 27th. It's a 3-day program, 27th, 28th, and 29th of this month of November. So we invite everyone. Once again, we just want to appreciate you all for coming. God bless you all. And I think a basket is being passed by around. So if you have anything, just drop. If it's just for the fueling. For our barrister, he's doing a great job for us. And we appreciate God for him. And we pray that God will reward him more. In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together. Also, my book, for those that came for the book is available. It's 10,000 naira. It's something that would change the way you, and especially the character traits that you mentioned. It's there. Why are Christian marriages? No, it's why are marriages failing, and then character traits to avoid. You need to give to your children. You need to share with your church members to educate those people who are in charge of the ministry of marriage or guidance counseling. There are things you should know. Share with your family. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And this is why I've put it in a book, that even though I am not here, you have that. It's available after the program. If you need a copy, I think we'll be there to give it to you. What else? Ma, I think the offering is here if you want to bless that. It's 3:05. And this would mean till February 2026. By God's grace, none here will be missing. We would meet in peace. Those who have troubled marriages will find their solution, will find their boldness, and will gain their confidence with which to start life all over again. Thank you very much. Let me hand over to.
I just want to say a word of prayer on the offering. We thank God for this offering. Thank God for every hand that gave. And we pray that God will bless you all in the name of Jesus. And where all this offering came from, we pray that God will replenish it sevenfold in Jesus' name. We cover it all in the blood of Jesus Christ. Thank you, Father, in Jesus' name.
Amen, amen. Please let's put our hands together, and this is the end of the program. God will be with us all till we meet again. Thank you very much, and God bless us all. We should share the grace. Please let us share the grace. 1, 2, 3, go. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the fellowship of the Holy Spirit abide with us now and forevermore. Amen. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. See you February 2026 by God's grace. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.